What's going on, guys? This is Yasin, and we just got some new rocket cards in Burst Protocol. I don't even know what this is, but whatever, let's check it out. As soon as you smash the like and subscribe button, and yes, this is a live reaction, so I got no idea what these cards do. Anyways, Rocket Loader, Dark Dragon, level 4, 15/15, first and second effect once per turn. If this card has no more special summon, you can add a level 7 Dark Dragon monster from your deck to your hand, and then you're locked under Dark Monsters for the rest of the turn. That's pretty good. You can search Rokkets with Dragon, and that card is, it's pretty good. It is actually quite good. You can summon it, and then you can search Rocket Tracer. So this is like such a good one-card combo, and it's on normal or special. So you can go like Quick Launch. Hold on, is it Quick Launch? Forgot the name of the Quick Play spell card. I actually have no idea. It's been a while, honestly. Yeah, there we go. Quick Launch. It doesn't negate the effect of the monster that you summon. It's just that it can't attack. And then you full combo. Holy crap. Okay, so DRAGONLINK might be back. Anyways, you can banish it from the grave, then target one face-up monster on the field. Its attribute becomes dark until the end of this turn. I'm trying to think of how this is supposed to be relevant for you. Maybe if you've got like a random non-dark monster, you can turn it into a dark, and that can facilitate, I don't know, is it the Dangerous Dragon or something that requires 2 dark dragons? Maybe that could be that. I've got no idea. Imagine if it could actually like transform the attribute and the type of a monster. Then you can like to anything, just like the Media's the Innocent spell card or whatever, and then you can like full Fiendsmith combo, but no. Thankfully, we're not trying to do that. So, yeah, this is a really cool card. Anyways, Hollowrokket Dragon, Dark Dragon, level 6. First and second effect again once per turn. When a Link monster's effect is activated, the target is this face-up card on the field, including your own Link effect. So, Striker Dragon, target this. You can destroy this card and excavate up to 6 cards from the top of your opponent's deck. And if you do, banish one of them and place the rest of the deck in the same order. Place the rest on the top of the deck. It's pretty much like Ishtira Ogre. That's interesting. It's not like particularly incredible, but whatever, I guess I'll take it. And then during the end phase, this card is in the grave because it was destroyed on the field by battle by card effect and send there this turn. You can special summon any rocket monster from your deck except itself. This is also really good. I kind of forgot like the strategy of like the old rockets. I do remember when people were using like Silver Rocket and then destroy it and then like look at an opponent, like yeah, look at the opponent's extra deck and banish a card from it. Literally just like Ishtira Unicorn. And then this is like Ishtira Ogre. I don't know if like they took that from like as an inspiration. But yeah, obviously the second effect was the same, so you know, like special summon a rocket from the deck, blah blah blah. I do think Rocket Striker Dragon, it has to successfully destroy the monster. Yeah, it's an N if you do. So it does have to destroy the monster with its own effect, and then you recycle back. So I don't know how good this effect necessarily is. I don't really think this is a card that you want to play, but I could be wrong. And also this card could facilitate like Chaos Angel plays because it's level 6 and you got a lot of level 4s. So I don't know. I don't think this is like terrible, but I don't think this is like, I mean, obviously this is not as good as Rocket Loader. This card is the GOAT. Anyways, Rocket Detonator, Dark Dragon level 7. Okay, so you got another search target. By the way, I did forget to mention, this doesn't just search Router, it also searches Phantasme if you want to play that, but obviously Phantasme is not like insane. And you can also search the Red Eyes monster. Let me just double check real quick. Dark Dragon level 7. You gotta have like some search targets. You can search the Odd Eyes, you can search Dark Arm Dragon, that's really cool. Red Eyes Alternative Black Dragon, I don't think that's it. Red Eyes Black Flare, no. Phantasme, there we go. And then, yeah, obviously, Router. Wicked Serpent Night Dragon, it's a pretty cool card. Destrudo. And then Noctovision Dragon, yeah, okay, so cool. That's all you really need, honestly. The rest doesn't matter. But, yeah, if you control a Dark Dragon Link monster, you can special send it from the hand. Okay, and it doesn't have to be, like, to the zone it points to, so works with Striker Dragon really well. You can target one Dark Dragon monster card in your spell and trap zone, special summon it, but it cannot attack. Its effects are negated, and then you're locked under Dark Monsters only for the rest of the turn. Oh my god. Okay, so it summons back whatever you equipped with Borreload Savage. And this is basically foreshadowing the unbanning of Borreload Savage in the TCG because it's already a thing in the OCG. And the thing is, if Borreload Savage gets unbanned in the TCG, what this means is that Majesty's Dragontail is going to be a very, very, very good deck because it benefits so much off of having a monster card in your spell and trap zone so that you can fuse it with like the Majesty stuff or you can make Snake Eyes Doom Dragon. So this is really insane. I mean, obviously, if we don't get Borreload Savage back, I feel like this effect is kind of useless because I can't really think of like too many other ways you're getting, you know, like dragons, like your monster is in the spell and trap zone in this deck at the very least. But yeah, this is nice. So yeah, I do like it. And then Borreload Fatal Flare Dragon, it's a fusion. And there is a fusion spell card in the Rocket strategy. I don't really think it ever saw too much play, but I do know that the fusion monster is pretty good, and we have seen it as a super poly target, but also a card that people were naturally making, I believe. I don't know why I'm just like blanking on like what the spell card is, but whatever. I don't even know if it's like a rocket card. It might just be like a, just summon like a dark dragon, whatever. Yeah, okay, whatever, who cares. If this card is fusion summon, you can add a rocket monster from your deck to your hand. Okay, so again, that's pretty nice, I'll take it. And then you can target a dark monster you control, equip one dark link monster from your graveyard or banished to it as an equip spell that gives it 500 attack. Yo, this is kind of troll, because now we don't necessarily know if Borreload Savage is necessarily getting unbanned, because Konami can just say, you know what, bro, you don't need Savage. This card is enough. But bro, I want Savage back. Well, not really, but you understand what I'm trying to say. Dragon Tail Magistus needs Savage back. But yeah, this is obviously how you're utilizing the second effect of this card, so it all makes sense. And then if this card is sent to the graveyard as link material, you can target a card on the field, destroy it. So if you go like IP into SP using this, you're getting extra value. So yeah, I mean, this card does 3 things. That's pretty cool. It equips back like a dragon, which is not like the most relevant thing in the world. Like a dark, actually, not even a dragon. Actually, no, a dark link. That's more complicated. But yeah, like if your opponent outs like your Borreload link monsters, you can just revive them back. So Borrel and the dragon. Yeah, it doesn't say like this card can only be link summoned and nothing else. So yeah, your opponent outs it and even banishes it. That's fine. You can just equip it back and then summon it back. That is pretty cool. So I will take it. Borrelshroud, the dragon, link 5. Oh my god, we're getting another big boss monster. And then 3+ effect monsters. Your opponent cannot tribute this card on the field. It is immune to kaijus. Oh my. Once per turn during the main phase quick effect, you can target one rocket monster you control. So you negate the effect of one face-up card your opponent controls. Oh my god, it's an Omni-Negate. Then destroy that monster. Okay, sure. Alright, cool. So you destroy your own rocket, which you can benefit off of that. Like it's they're all kind of like end-phase scarms, but instead of searching or special summoning. And then your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response. That's pretty cool. So if your opponent has like Dark Ruler and Droplet, yeah, okay, maybe like, yeah, this is not like the best example, but still, whatever. Like, you can chain a spell trap and then chain negate, and then your opponent can't like chain and then negate again, so that's not too bad. Once well face up on the field at the start of the battle phase, you can special summon a link 4 or lower Borrel link monster from your extra deck. Oh my god, I was like, if it's from the graveyard, I don't really care too much, but from your extra deck? Oh my. Oh, this is pretty terrifying. And it's once while face up on the field. You can technically use this like more than once. So you can use both effects like technically twice in a turn. So you can summon this and then use the effect to negate and then destroy something, whatever. And then you link it off, and also you go like battle phase, and then you link it off and then you revive it back. I mean, it might be a little tricky to revive it back. Yeah, like actually, never mind. It's at the start of the battle phase. I'm stupid. I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh player. I can't read. But yeah, this is not too bad. Oh my god, you summon freaking Borrel Sword, Borreload. Yo, Konami's really, you know, just incentivizing people to actually play the old cards that we forgot about, because Access Code just power crept the crap out of everything. So I'm really grateful that, you know, like these really cool old boss monsters are now actually worth playing again. Fantastic. So far, I feel like every card is really nice, especially this one, the level 4. Oh my god, Chef's Kiss. But yeah, now we go into another Link monster, my god. Trisborrel Dragon, Dark Dragon, Link 3, 2+ Dark Dragon, including a Rocket, so it's not generic, unlike this monster, even though, like, this is not super generic either. You're not trying to play this in a non-Rocket deck, like, making an Omni-Negate that can't Omni-Negate. Okay, so you first and second effect once per turn. If this card is Link Summon, you can add a Rapid Trigger, Heavy Interlock, or Double Trigger from your deck to your hand. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, that's the reason why I couldn't actually find, like, this fusion spell. But yeah, Rapid Trigger is the one that fuses by destroying the materials from her field. Only from the field, not even from the hand. And then it can only attack monster special summon from the extra deck, but then it's unaffected by activated effects of other monster special summon from the extra deck. It's a little gimmicky. And then Heavy Interlock. I do have to check that one out. Is Ritual Spell? You gotta be kidding me. Borreload, Riot Dragon, who are not wasting any time with that. And then Double Trigger. I feel like I've heard about this card. Never mind. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, alright, cool. But yeah, it's because I was mixing it with Rapid Trigger. So Double Trigger is a new card. We're gonna check it out after. You can target one face-up card you control and one Dark Dragon monster in your grave. Destroy that card on the field, and if you do, add that other monster to your hand. Alright, sure, I mean, yeah. Alright, cool. I guess you can, like, self-destruct things and then get some cool things. That's nice. Alright, but yeah. Well, hopefully this card is good, because right now, like, this card sucks, and this card is like, I don't know. It's alright. At least you get to make like the big fusion monster. That's pretty insane. But this is double trigger, normal spell, activate one of these effects, but each effect is once per turn. So you fusion summon a fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing the materials from the graveyard, including a Rocket. Okay, alright, this single-handedly power creeps the other spell, the rapid trigger. And kind of. It's a quickly spell, and it does, you know, destroy your monsters, which is cool. But a Miracle Fusion is usually better, so I think this is actually kind of nice. Yeah, and it's very easy to search, so that's awesome. Ritual summon one ritual monster from your hand, any of them, by banishing monsters from your grave, whose total level equal or exceed that monster's level, including a Rocket monster. It's actually interesting how you can ritual summon any ritual, so the first reflex that I had was like Magician of Black Chaos Max, but it doesn't matter because it's not a quick play spell card, so that would have been insane. Imagine like a quick play spell that can ritual summon Black Chaos Max on your opponent's turn, and then you can like obviously search Magician of Black Chaos with Herald of the Arclight. So if you're playing Ultimate Slayer in your deck, which is pretty good, you can do that, but obviously it's a going second play, unless you can naturally synchro summon the Herald of the Arclight and then, you know, sync it off or link it off or overlay, I don't know. But Herald of the Arclight is a card that should get banned. But yeah, that's a cool card. Yeah, that's finally a nice search target for Trisborrel Dragon. And finally, we've got the Borrel Reboot. Ooh, reminds me of a card that definitely shouldn't get unbanned in Yu-Gi-Oh! Counter Trap, you can activate this card from your hand by paying half your life points. Again, wow, that kind of reminds me of a card that already exists. When your opponent activates a spell or trap card, if you control a Rocket or Borrel monster, negate the activation, and if you do, set that card, but it cannot be activated this turn. But this card doesn't have like the unfair like aspect that Red Reboot had, where your opponent cannot use trap cards for the rest of the turn. So this is honestly a really fair card, because even like, I guess you can use it when you're going second, which is really good. So it's a trap card that is not slow. Like imagine you're breaking a board, your opponent uses like a really powerful spell or trap card, and then you just go negate from the hand, going second. Yes, not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. And you can even negate like random floodgates that are flipped like when you summon a monster. So people should probably flip their continuous trap cards or their lingering trap cards on standby just to play around this card by safety measures. But yeah, that's good. So I feel like none of the cards that are reviewed today were bad. Like this one definitely takes the cake. This is insane. This is the card that does everything on its own. And then this one, I don't know. Like maybe I'm just stupid, but I'm not really seeing how this card is any better than the already existing Rocket monsters that you have as options. A lot of them feel like they kind of just do the same thing. And then, yeah, this card is... yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool for sure. And then this card obviously is insane. The Fusion Monster, the Link 5 is pretty awesome in its own deck, but outside it's pretty garbage. I feel like all those cards are not generic at all. And then this is very good for double trigger, but the first two cards are really shitty. So you're either searching a card that only fuses or only rituals, or a card that does both, but you're not trying to ritual anyways. But the Fusion spell card is a Miracle Fusion. So honestly, much better. And then finally, we've got the Counter Trap card that can break boards going second. So yeah, overall, I think this new support is absolutely fantastic, completely remarkable, big fan, and hopefully this is going to be enough to make Rocket worth playing. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.